Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne's a little late, and it's back to the work week. It's Monday.
Yes, it is.
What's up? How you feeling, Jess?
I feel good after a good weekend, and I don't know why I want to say Bridgeport so bad. It's Hartford, Connecticut.
Hartford, Connecticut. Yes.
Yo, listen. So it was crazy, yo. So
wow.
Look, it was this girl. Look, all 4 shows were great, amazing. I had fun. I always had fun in Connecticut. They like baby Baltimore to me because they're so ratchet.
Yes, very hood.
But like it's like a sense of love that you get there. They're still warm. I love them. They're like my cousins. But look, yo, it was this one show. And this girl who came in there with her man, and they got real drunk. You know when people just excited to be out and they feeling it and everything, and they start heckling. They don't realize they heckling, but if people behind them are like, "Yo, shut up! Y'all don't got to comment after every joke."
Oh,
like,
now we beefing with them,
right? Now, so they drunk, and this girl, she had on a denim bra, black leggings, silver boots, weave crazy, and she stand up and she say, "Oh, and her man is there," but she got mad at him because he wouldn't buy her a drink. He wouldn't, because he didn't want her to get too messed up.
Oh, so she was already past too messed up.
She went to the bar and got somebody else to buy her a drink.
Oh boy! Came
back in there, started bragging about it, but all this is all while the show was going on. So I'm like, yo, all right, let me just pay attention. Let me play with y'all real quick. All right, crowd work. I said, all right, what's your name? She told me her name. Where you from? Delaware. I said, oh. Dang. So I could tell by what she was wearing. I was like, okay, and I asked her, did she know? She was like, yeah, me and LoRosa went to school together. Tell her don't act crazy. Like, she'll know. I'm not going to say her name on the radio, but I'm just saying, like, yeah. Once she said Delaware, I was like,
got it.
That's exactly why this is happening right now.
Got it.
Yeah, so other than that, it was a good show.
Good show other than the Delaware.
Yeah, man, but they was mad at her. Like,
she just loud the whole show.
I'm talking about saying, take me through that.
Why you throw it out? Why you just say throw it out?
I'm a eater, like all that. It was no security. I don't know what's going on with these comedy clubs, but they used to be beefed up with security.
Yeah, of course.
They not now. No security has been at the last few comedy shows I've been to. That's why I couldn't do meet and greet. You hear me up here bragging about, I'm gonna be doing meet and greet at the last show.
No security.
No security comes. They are always understaffed, like, you know what I mean?
They're trying to save money, save money on the bills.
But they got to be ready to protect their staff.
Absolutely.
And the talent that's on stage.
Damn.
So I'm like, man, I can't do this. But yeah, she was belligerent.
But
like,
I'm glad you made it back from Connecticut.
I'm
glad you made it back from Connecticut.
That Delaware, man.
That Delaware. All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Kehlani will be joining us this morning. R&B singer, of course. She has a new single out called Out the Window. You know, Folded is a #1 record, and it's still climbing the charts. Well, I can't even say still climbing the charts. It's still selling like crazy. So we're going to kick it with Kehlani. And then we have Deontay, Kyle, and Big Cat from the Grits and Eggs podcast. We're going to be talking to them as well. Let's get the show cracking. Mimi's up next. We got some front page news. We'll break down what happened over the weekend. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, let's start off with some quick sports. Now, I had some good news. My Giants didn't lose this weekend.
Man, my Ravens did. Yo, did you see? Yo, my Ravens did. That's all. That's it.
My Giants had a bye. They were actually off this week, so we'll see next week.
You're a clown,
they didn't win or lose. All right, now the Seahawks beat the Falcons 37-9. The Jaguars beat the Colts. The Bills beat the Bengals. Steelers beat the Ravens. Yeah, y'all got squashed 27-22. Broncos beat the Raiders. Packers beat the Bears. The Rams beat the Cardinals. Dolphins beat the Jets. The Saints beat the Buccaneers. The Vikings beat the Commanders. Texas beat the Chiefs. And then Monday Night Football, the Eagles take on the Chargers at 8:15. What's up, Mimi? We can't hear you, Mimi.
We can't hear you, beautiful face.
Take us off mute.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Now.
All right, there we go. Good morning, Jess. MB, how y'all doing this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so we start this morning with healthcare. It's back in the spotlight and a deadline that could hit millions of families in just about 3 weeks. So at the center of the fight are those Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies that have been keeping monthly premiums lower. They are set to expire December 31st. Now, if Congress does not act, health insurance costs could rise on January 1st. And not just for people on those ACA plans, but for families whose employers or private premiums are tied to those market rates. So in other words, this is going to affect everyone. Democrats are pushing for a clean 3-year extension of those subsidies, warning that families will face steep increases if Congress leaves town without a deal. Republicans, meanwhile, they are deeply divided. Moderates, they want to avoid higher premiums, but conservative members, they argue that these COVID-era enhancements were never meant to be permanent, and others are demanding policy changes, including new abortion restrictions, and Democrats say that is a non-starter. And this is the critical week. The Senate is expected to hold the vote that Democrats were promised during the government shutdown negotiations. Their proposal needs 13 Republicans to reach 60 votes, and right now the support isn't there, and the vote is expected to fail. And as this deadline approaches, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, he says Democrats, they are united, but argues that Republicans still lack a plan. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Now the holiday season's upon us, and this year, instead of wondering whether to buy gifts for their families, people will be agonizing on how to pay for health insurance. More than 20 million Americans will see their health care costs skyrocket. And don't forget this, even families with private insurance are seeing their premiums go up. You want to sum up the Republican plan on health care? Chaos. That's all it is. They don't know what they're doing. They don't care. They change their minds every few minutes, and they can't put together a plan. We are united in lowering people's costs. We are united in seeing that the ACA credits be extended. Donald Trump and Republicans, what are they doing to solve the health care crisis for our veterans and everybody else? Nothing.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy sad, and I'll tell you why. There's a lot of people if their kids get sick. This is flu season, right? So this is the highest rate that we've seen in years. And people have to decide if they want to take their kids to the emergency room on the weekend or just wait till Monday, because if they take them to the emergency room, it's like a $500 fee. But if they take them to the doctor or urgent care, in some places they have a $500 deductible. So you might have to wait till Monday or Tuesday, get an appointment, so you don't have to pay that much. But it might be too late.
They're sick.
Yeah, it might be too late. And you shouldn't have to decide if I'm going to wait to take my kids to the hospital or wait to take myself to the hospital. And you see all the millions and billions of dollars that we send out for everything else, but we can't fix home with healthcare, which sounds crazy.
Yes. Didn't you do the math last week on how much those strikes are costing us?
Yeah, it was like 1.3 per missile just to it was the ones that were going to the actual ships, the drug traffickers allegedly. That those missiles were like 1.3. But I'm just saying, it's like people shouldn't have to decide if they want to wait or go to the hospital, wait and get health coverage. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have to wait. No, you shouldn't have to choose.
Yeah, definitely shouldn't have to choose. And meanwhile, in the House, the situation is even less clear because Speaker Mike Johnson, he is not committed to even holding a vote. So Republicans, they have yet to figure out what that plan is going to look like. So, of course, this leaves, as we were just talking about, no legislative plan before this December 31st deadline. So we will continue to watch that. That vote is expected Thursday to see what the Senate will do. And so we will report on that then. And the Supreme Court is taking up another major case, this one over birthright citizenship. The court has agreed to hear arguments on whether President Trump can limit automatic citizenship for babies born in the United States. This is a protection that's been in place for more than 150 years under the 14th Amendment. Now, on his first day in office, Trump, he signed an executive order saying that children born in the U.S. more than 30 days after that order would not receive citizen documents if their parents were here illegally or on a temporary visa. Now, multiple courts, federal courts, they sued to block that policy, ruling that it likely violates the Constitution. Trump appealed, and now the Supreme Court will decide. That decision is expected sometime next year.
Yeah, that's another one that's crazy. I mean, if you're born here, right, it's from the beginning of time, beginning of the Constitution, that if you were born here, you are automatically a citizen, correct? Am I wrong?
Correct. Since the beginning of time, since the 14th Amendment.
Okay.
And so now, the Supreme Court will weigh whether a president has the right with an executive order to change a 150-year-old law. So that'll be interesting to see what they will do. Coming up at 7, why K-pop, politics, and a viral toy all ended up in the same conversation. We'll explain in the next hour.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe your weekend was bad. Maybe you had a great weekend. Whatever it may be. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest. Wake Wake up! Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up, Envy?
What's up, Trav?
Jess Hilarious.
What's up, baby?
Charlamagne.
Peace, sis. What's happening?
We got to pray on the Philadelphia Eagles' downfall today. We need them to lose.
I don't pray on people's downfall, sir.
No. It ain't on people. It's on the Philadelphia Eagles. They not people.
Even on the team, I could care less.
Listen, no. I hope they lose because I need the Dallas Cowboys to make the playoffs. So we need the Philadelphia Eagles to lose today.
Well, stay on your knees, Trav.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
I'm on my knees.
That's what I'm
on my
saying.
knees.
He said, I'm on my knees.
You stay on your knees,
Yes.
Trav. You've been on them all
I'm
weekend.
on my knees.
That's right.
Y'all get on my nerves.
Don't get up now.
Early.
Just switch what you're doing. Okay. Stay down there, but just switch what you're doing, Trav. Okay.
It should be a good game. Both teams are 8-4, so we'll see what happens.
Ain't no 8-4.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, you said the Cowboys? I thought you were talking about the Cowboys.
I am not talking about no
no
damn Cowboys.
Yes.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, Envy, it's Renee from the Low Country. What's up, Charlamagne, my Low Country brother?
843. What's happening, Renee? How you feeling?
No, I'm still 803. I'm from Orangeburg County. But
Oh, you're in Orangeburg. Okay, salute everybody in Orangeburg. Make sure you pull up to my crystal in Orangeburg.
Sure enough.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I want to get on my chest. Everybody be talking about Trump every day, right? But you got to understand, people voted for him.
Yep.
And we getting the lag of it. Like, how you gonna be spending money and sending money to other countries and you don't care about your own people? It's like, now I gotta work and make sure my father and them they straight going to the doctor.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, when people got to decide if they want to go to the emergency room or call an ambulance or go on the weekend or wait till the weekday to make an appointment, that's crazy because you're sick.
Right. Craziness.
All right, Renee, were you on your way to work?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Where you work at?
I can't say.
Okay.
And everybody gonna know who I am.
All right, I'm sorry, Renee. Well, you be safe out there. Happy holidays.
Yes, and my birthday in less than 17 days, Christmas Eve.
Well, happy early born day, man. Enjoy the moment,
hey,
man.
Loren, if you ever think about switching to the other side, hey, come down here to South Carolina.
She in the other room.
All right,
God damn. She want to turn Loren to a eater.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Stank.
Hey, what's up, man? Get it off your
You
chest.
said the name Stank.
Stank.
Tank?
You know me?
Yeah. Go ahead. Get it off your chest.
Yes. You know the documentary that 50 Cent put out?
Yes.
The Reckoning.
I watched it this weekend, finally.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I want to get off my chest that was my video. I'm the one video recording it in part one.
What videos? There's a lot of video.
What part
in
of
there.
it?
The video that's in the gym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I recorded that, and they took bits and pieces off my original tape. I still have the original tape where there wasn't no riot, and everybody was cool, and then the riot started, and they took bits and pieces off my original tape.
All right, for people that don't know, he's talking about, because I didn't know when he said the gym, he's talking about the basketball game where people got trampled and 9 people passed away. That's the video you're talking about.
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay.
Because that's my video. I was actually videotaping and everything, and I still have the complete video.
So what do you want us to do about this, sir?
Give it to 50.
I'm getting off my chest that video.
You ain't get paid for it. You want
It's
some?
my video.
You want some money?
No, I don't want no money. No, I want no money for it. I just want to let people know that I'm the one that videotaped it.
Okay.
Oh, you want the? Okay, what's your name, sir?
Okay.
Fake.
Okay, well, Merry Christmas, Fake.
Yeah, so the ladies call me Daddy Delicious.
Old school.
Okay, Daddy
Get him outta
Delicious.
here.
Yeah, Diddy would have loved to know. Diddy would have loved to have you as a videographer.
Goodbye, son.
Oh my
Man.
God, he would have loved to have you as a videographer, boy. Man,
Get it off your chest.
That's what Diddy was saying. Get it
This
off
is my
your chest.
videographer, Daddy Delicious. Okay.
You know what my dumb ass did Friday?
What?
So my daughter moved into a house, right? So she asked me to change the light bulb, something simple. I was like, I don't need a ladder. I'll just stand on the tub and change it. Yeah, that's exactly how it ended. Did I fall? the light fixture fell down, broke. I fell in the tub.
You are not young anymore.
I realized that.
Yeah.
But my ass hurt now. Now I got bruises up and down my ass.
I ain't daddy delicious.
She's spoiled as hell. Because why her fiance couldn't change that bulb?
But I left after that. I said, y'all got to figure it out from now on. I ain't doing nothing no more.
You getting beat up?
Did you come up with an idea to time travel after you hit your head on something in the bathroom?
No, it did not.
Okay.
I just laid there in the tub for a minute, just like
damn,
60 seconds.
like this ain't even my house.
That's what I was like, this ain't even my house. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got the latest with Loren coming up.
Good morning. Yes, we do.
Hello, Cool Bay.
Hey, y'all.
What up, Loren?
So I just got back from Art Basel. There was a lot that went down while we were there. So we're going to get on into some things. Cardi B, Stephon Diggs, just a whole lot of celebrities running around.
What did you see down there, though?
I'm going to tell y'all when we get to it.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Lauren becoming a straight fast.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Loren LoRosa, LL Cool Bay.
Good morning, guys. So I am fresh off of Art Basel. It was my first time attending. It was so dope. I was there because I did this brunch with McDonald's. They partnered with Unc's Art House, and it was like a mixture of like jazz and culture. And you guys had asked me why they had a chef.
Yeah, I asked you. Why
Chef Kwame. Chef Kwame, for those of you guys who don't know, Chef Kwame.
Love Chef Kwame.
Yeah, he owns Tatiana here.
Amazing place.
Yeah, here in New York. Upscale restaurant, super hard to get reservations to, but his story is so dope. So the brunch was all about McDonald's and them like supporting community and culture and taste. He actually used to work for McDonald's.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So they have a program called 1 in 8ers, which is where they empower people who worked at McDonald's or just had these dreams and now they work in the culinary space and in different places. So he did a live chef remix. So he took the snack wrap, he put caviar with it, he put tomatoes with it. It was the best snack wrap I've ever had. That's my first time trying caviar.
I thought tomatoes come in the snack wrap already.
Well, he made it like in person, so he just added the caviar. He also has his own like seasonings and sauces that he makes from scratch that he's right now trying to get McDonald's to put on their menu as well too. So that was fire. But I also got a chance to meet Miss Kathy Hughes. Which
food bombs with Kathy Hughes.
Yes, for anybody who doesn't know, and I mean you should, but for anybody who doesn't know, she is the owner of Radio One, Urban One. She at one point was listed as one of the richest black women behind Oprah after the company went public, and then she also became, after the company went public, the first African American woman to head a publicly traded corporation. Let me tell y'all how she was just sitting in there chilling, she is
a human.
Yeah, she's really cool.
I don't know.
She's been up here before.
Huh?
She's been up here before. We interviewed her.
Okay, yeah,
she's really chill, real cool.
It was super hot.
No, she was on Zoom.
She was on Zoom?
Yeah,
Zoom, yeah.
It was super hot, but she was in there chilling. I actually met her because I had met all of these black McDonald's franchisee owners, and there's a whole group that's a whole thing too. There's like an organization within McDonald's that like empowers black people to become franchisee owners of their own McDonald's, and they took me over to meet her. So that was great as well too. Live performances with Jeezy and FAMU's band, which was dope. I have some audio of that. Let's take a listen to Jeezy and FAMU's band. Let me tell y'all.
Damn, that is a Negro spiritual right there. I feel that in my bones.
You had to be there in real life in person.
Crazy.
It was like 100 degrees in Miami. It felt like it anyway. When he took the stage, nobody cared. We were all in there hot, like sweaty, like it was, and then he had the band for the intro and for his closing, which was so fire.
I gotta go to Vegas, man. I gotta go see that show before. I got to go see that show. You know, I think he only got 2 more for the year over.
It already started in November, but he has some more dates at the end of December.
2 more.
Yes, at the end of December. Fire performance. Sean was also there too. He didn't perform, but he was just there. Lenny S, they had a whole room set up, because Lenny S has like his couch and the photos that he does. They had a whole room dedicated to him. And amazing just black artists that they support as well. I didn't know that McDonald's did so much community like stuff for real. Like, companies give money, but to be there and be amongst it, I was like, man, this is This is like, I don't know, first class lesson in like black excellence for real.
They did it a couple of months ago with Nigel Sylvester, the biker. He used to work at McDonald's, and they did a whole big campaign around him.
I think I just didn't know how
He's wearing his shoes right now. Nigel Sylvester.
Yeah, we were just talking about him.
Yeah.
I didn't know how hands-on they were. Like a lot of the big corporate execs, black, were there making sure things were going well, making sure everybody was straight. It was a really great time.
At one time, it was only them and Pepsi that was really, really sponsoring HBCU stuff. Like they were really behind a lot of the HBCU things that were going on. So, salute to McDonald's.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, that's what my experience was at Art Basel. And then they had an after party too. Shout out to Case. He performed at the after party.
R&B Case?
Yes.
Okay.
And
ain't he about to go on tour too?
Yeah,
be on tour with somebody.
The tour that he came up here for.
112.
Yeah, Total 112. Yeah, I got a chance to speak to a lot of people when they see me outside of here don't recognize me. Like they're like, he was like, oh wait, you look so different outside of work. And I was like, okay. But Young Jock performed as well too. But shout out to McDonald's, great time. They took a lot of good care of us. What? You mad because I be looking cute?
I ain't say nothing.
You mad because I be looking cute?
One word.
What else did you see? You said Cardi.
Yeah.
You said
We going to Cardi right
Where
now. We going to Cardi right now.
Right.
So there was a lot of celebrities running around. Booby Trap was one of the spots to be at. Of course, it always is in Miami, but when everything's going down, that's where people head to. So Cardi B and Stefan Diggs were in Miami running around for Art Basel, and they celebrated his 32nd birthday there. So there was videos all over.
At Booby Trap?
No, so they went to Booby Trap eventually, but they did like a private party, his family, her friends, and then they went to Booby Trap. Had a great time
I know
there.
they spent hella money at Booby Trap.
What always? Okay, Cardi does it just in general. When it's her man's birthday and they both there, yes.
So what's Booby Trap? Is it a strip club?
Club,
a
gentlemen's
regular
club, strip club.
Okay, all right, cool.
One of the best
Just
out there.
you have to do Booby Trap in Miami. It's good anytime, but especially when something's going on. But there was and this is it's crazy too because you know
the Patriots had a bye week or something. Had to be right.
No, they played.
No way.
I don't even know what that
They
means.
had to have a bye week. I'm sure they had a bye week.
The Giants had a bye week. I don't know about the Patriots.
Now, so great night, right? All the celebrities running around. Everybody's talking about Booby Trap and Cardi B being there. That was like the talk of the weekend. Everybody was trying to get there because they knew Cardi was going to be there, right? So they come out of the club. They're leaving. It's over. That evening or like early that morning, Cardi had to respond to a blogger online because there was like this random blog that reported that Stefan Diggs and Offset had like a weird exchange and like they were trying to make it where security couldn't let Offset come in the club and something like that. And Cardi literally responded was like not true at all. And even with like something when you're there on the ground, so you're at Art Basel, you're having a good time, you're hearing about these things that's going on, and then you see something online that like completely did not happen. It makes you just think about how crazy it is that everybody has platform nowadays. And the fact that she had to respond to it.
Yeah, and the Patriots did have a bye week.
What does bye week mean?
They didn't play this week.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, and
the hell you thought it meant?
I don't. I just wanted to be very clear because I'm like I don't know what that means. But also too, when Stefan Diggs posted his birthday, so Cardi posted like this video of her like crawling up to him in the private party. That's
she was doing what you was trying to do when you was in where you was at? I forgot where you was at. Remember she was in the strip club by herself?
Oh,
on the pole.
Yes. Oh man.
First of all, the video she posted was from the private birthday party, not the strip club. And secondly, I'm going to work on my strip club things. All right. I got me.
You know you need to work on it.
All right.
You should have seen the chat, boy. When you weren't here, the chat was going in on you on that strip club video.
Damn.
What I was trying to get to was Stefan Diggs had posted a swipe through from his birthday, of course, with some photos of him and Cardi in the party himself, and then he has a clothing brand called Liam, which he's had for some years, but because it was like a little baby shirt with the name Liam on it, people thought that meant that he was revealing the baby's name, like she had named the baby after the clothing line. But I reached out to sources close, and he told me that's not the baby's name. But I thought so too. I'm like, is this another reveal? So yeah, Art Basel was a great time. Ran into so many people out there, and Miss Kathy Hughes said, "Leave me alone."
That's not what she told me.
Salute to Miss Kathy Hughes.
I love Kathy. Drop her
She does love you. The older ladies do love you. At least you get love from somewhere because you need it. You are
Jesus
Christ. I love myself.
Hockey sticks.
Okay.
Do you?
Yes. I don't care who
don't
love
nothing
me. I
echo
love
over
myself.
there.
And salute to Booby Trap too. Salute to everybody at Booby
Where
Trap.
was
They listen in the
Logan?
morning.
I was looking for Logan to come.
Why are you looking for that man's son?
Logan was supposed to pop out with me. Stop doing that.
No.
I would don't.
Wow.
No. Logan was going to come to the event.
Protect your neck, Logan.
No, Logan was going to come out. He said when I sent him your itinerary, he said 11 a.m. was too early for him.
It was early.
He was like 11 a.m.
And I had to be there
at the night.
Yeah.
I had to be there at 10 after being out the night before.
Yeah,
it was
like,
a long day.
He was like, nah,
stay away from them old ladies, Logan. Okay, you're doing perfectly fine out there in the Miami streets.
Oh,
all right?
my goodness.
Don't let them old cougars start clawing at you.
That's crazy.
You know you're an old cougar compared to Logan.
What?
Okay.
Why are we even having a conversation about Logan like this?
Logan was 22.
That's right. You stay your old ass away from Logan.
Logan is like a little brother.
Logan was going to be security. That's what Logan was going to do. He was
like
gonna be
what?
security.
They would have loved them in there, though. I'm not even going to hold you. Soon as he would have walked in there, they would have been so excited.
Yeah,
them ladies was
security.
in there dressed out in their best, finest brunch outfits.
He called me. He was like, so why so early? She ain't got nothing tonight. I said, goodbye, Logan.
Yo, by 1:30, you couldn't even get in.
Really?
It was so locked down. Jeezy's, like, people showed up the same time my people did, and he literally had to say, look, if y'all don't take care of my people, I can't take the stage, because they couldn't do anything. People couldn't even move. The brunch was so packed.
That's crazy.
See, I don't like stuff like that. I mean, I know it was great for the culture, all these stars, and I don't like being somewhere where I can't move at. That's crazy.
Oh, we had a little wiggle
She had a little
room.
VIP. She was
that's
in VIP.
cool.
She was in
I
VIP.
used to like that, and I ain't like that.
They would have took
she
care
was
of you,
in
Jess.
VIP. She was in a
straight.
different
They had a
section.
rooftop cigar lounge. You and Chris would have been up there having a great time.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
That was a great rap though.
Thank you.
Or whatever you call it. What do you call it?
Wrap up.
Recap.
Recap.
I'm learning.
That was the latest with Lauren. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Kehlani will be joining us. Kehlani. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some quick sports. Last night, the Seahawks beat the Falcons, Jaguars beat the Colts, the Bills beat the Bengals, Steelers beat the Ravens, the Broncos beat the Raiders, the Packers beat the Bears, Texans beat the Chiefs, the Rams beat the Cardinals, Dolphins beat the Jets, Saints beat the Buccaneers, the Vikings beat the Commanders. Now, in Monday Night Football, the Eagles take on the Chargers.
Salute to Shedeur Sanders, too, man. Shedeur Sanders balled out yesterday. He threw for over 300 yards. I think he's the first rookie to throw for over 300 yards this season. He had 3 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. And I don't understand how you can bring a team back with a score is 31-29, and the coach takes Shedeur out for the 2-point conversion.
Makes no sense at all.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, they lost, obviously.
Well, they lost because the coach made a dumbass decision.
Was it a good decision?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's one of the reasons they lost. At least give the guy that got you there a chance to win the game.
I'm with you. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MV, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing this morning?
Good morning,
Peace,
girl.
Mimi.
Good morning. So we start this hour with a story that's been trending all weekend, from Hollywood boardrooms to everyday viewers to the White House. So Netflix has announced a $82 billion deal to buy Warner Brothers, one of the oldest and most powerful studios in the world. Now, if it goes through, it could reshape everything from how we watch movies to TVs to who controls some of the most iconic franchises ever made. So I'm talking Harry Potter, Batman, Superman, Looney Tunes, Game of Thrones, and classics like Casablanca and The Wizard of Oz. Netflix would own all of it.
Wow.
And for everyday viewers, this could show up in real ways, from what lands in your Netflix queue to what still makes it to theaters. And that's because a single company would suddenly control huge parts of the entertainment pipeline, from production to distribution, giving Netflix major influence over what gets made, where it's released, and how you can watch it. Now, critics say that much power under one company would mean fewer choices and higher prices for consumers. Supporters, though, say it would mean more movies, more shows, and a smoother access to everything in one place. But theater companies, they're also watching, because Netflix says, though, it plans to keep releasing Warner Brothers films on the big screen. But the industry, not everyone is buying it. Some producers, they sent a letter to Congress warning that Netflix has no incentive to support theatrical releases, and that this merger could threaten movie-going experiences as we know it. Workers in Hollywood, they're also worried. SAG-AFTRA, they put out a statement too, and they said that they're reviewing the deal, warning that this consolidation on this scale, it could shrink jobs, production, and opportunities for actors and for the crew. And then there's politics. President Trump, he's also weighing in. He's saying the deal could be a problem. He confirmed that he met with Netflix's co-CEO, Ted Sarandos, at the White House, but says no assurances were given. Let's hear what he had to say about that.
Netflix is a great company, and they've done a phenomenal job. They have a very big market share. And when they have Warner Brothers, that share goes up a lot. So I don't know. That's going to be for some economists to tell. And I'll be involved in that decision too.
Did he make any guarantees to you about the merger if they do merge?
No, not at all. He came up. He was in the Oval Office last week. And he said, look, we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're going to make sure that we get the best deal. And we're going to work with you. And we're I have a lot of respect for him. He's a great person, but he's done one of the
Netflix grew their brand to where it is. Yeah, they got share, but they didn't buy it. They earned it. Like, they started off as what it was like a DVD mailing back and forth. You could rent the DVD and get it back, and they created this platform that's simply amazing. So, I mean, I guess they should be able to buy another company to make their company bigger. I don't see why not. I don't, but
I mean, it's business.
It's business, yeah.
But don't you think it's too much power for one company to have control over? I mean, they would control everything. Like Warner Brothers is a huge studio with so much in its category. So it would literally be all under Netflix now, and a lot of people are arguing that it will.
Man, I don't know, but I know it's going to be $100 a month. It's going to be about $200.
Because but in the marketplace, there'll be no back and forth. Like if every company, they can charge you whatever, so there'll be no competition. So it will change a lot of different things, is what a lot of people are arguing. So yeah, well, if approved, the deal would take 12 to 18 months to close. And if it falls apart, Netflix will owe Warner Brothers nearly a $6 million breakup fee. So there is some incentive to keep this going. So we'll continue to watch what that looks like. It was definitely trending this weekend with almost every company weighing in. And Google, they just dropped its year-end search for 2025. It's a snapshot of the moments that captured America's attention this year. So if you've ever wondered what the country was quietly Googling, what we were quietly Googling here in America, Google is breaking down those searches into categories like sports, TV shows, people, and movies. But the headline, the list that most people searched this year, the number one thing was Charlie Kirk. Yes. So his name surged to the top of the list. He was killed in that campus event in Utah. But after that, the list for 2025, it takes a very random turn. So coming in at number 2, the most searched Google trending search was K-pop demons on Netflix. I don't know if your kids watch that, but my son loved to watch that.
K-pop demon hunters.
Yes. Watch that. That was the number 2 search. Labubu, right? The viral collector tour. Yep.
Yeah.
That was number 3. Apple's iPhone 17 and the One Big Beautiful Bill. That rounded out the top 5. Now, again, these are the most trending searches, not the most overall searches, meaning they're the stories and moments that sparked like a huge, uniquely questionable, like what is that? A lot of people didn't know. And also another honorable mention is Zoran Mandami. He came in at number 6, number 8, that government shutdown, and number 10, tariffs. So people wanted to search and find out what those were as well. And then when you break it down to like Gen Z, the top search was 6'7", right?
6'7". Sorry.
Yeah. And Shador Sanders, speaking of Shador Sanders, he was the most searched athlete for Google this year.
What's interesting about that list is when I think about all of the things like tariffs and, Mondani and all the political stuff people were searching, it's because people want information. They really want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's why I hate when all of these, political pundits act like, people just should know some of these things. No. It's like, no, that's what your job is there for. Absolutely. Your job is to, teach.
Moving on. And heads up for holiday shoppers, shipping deadlines are landing earlier this year. So for most standard shipping options, this week is really your safest window to get things delivered by Christmas without breaking the bank. So FedEx, UPS, USPS, they have all moved up their shipping dates for those most affordable services. They're warning customers that a perfect storm, so heavy package volume, winter weather, and ongoing staffing shortages is putting extra pressure on their network. So they are advising to ship this week if you can. You can ship later, but then you're looking at overnight or express delivery, and those costs are 3 to 5 times more than regular shipping. So they're saying get those Christmas packages in the mail this week if you can for that affordable shipping, because things will get a little more expensive starting next week.
All right.
Yes. All right, y'all. Well, that is your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV. For more stories, follow the Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app or visit BINnews.com.
Thank you, Mimi.
Thank you, Mimi.
Thank you.
All right, girl.
All right. Now, when we come back, Kehlani will be joining us. We're going to be kicking it with Kehlani. She got a new single out. And, of course, she's performing for our 2025 iHeartRadio Jingle Ball Tour. So she's going to be with us in Miami, Atlanta, and so many other markets. So we're going to talk to her next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
#1 record. The record is flying on the charts. We play it, every hour on the hour? Damn near.
It's one of my wife's favorite records right now.
Folded, ladies and gentlemen. Kehlani, welcome.
Hey guys.
How are you, Kehlani?
I'm really good. How are you?
I am blessed, black, and highly favored. How's your energy?
It's good. Can I tell you guys something before we start?
Yeah, of course.
It's very important that during this era of my life, I let everyone know that my name is pronounced Kehlani.
Who said otherwise?
You guys say Kehlani.
I always say Kehlani.
No, you just said Kehlani.
You the one that said Kehlani.
Good morning, Kehlani.
Good morning. I'm really good. How are you guys?
This might be like a stupid question, but like, why right now? Why haven't you been correcting people?
You know what? I feel like I have here and there.
Okay.
But then like it just blows under. Like nobody cares. Everybody just says how they want to say. It's not that big of a deal. I have family members who say Kehlani.
Got you. Okay.
But I'm 30 now. I'm feeling a little like, let's just get, it's been 10 years. You guys have been saying my name wrong for 10 years. Like,
That's interesting. We all like to create safe spaces for ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't think you can create a safe space if people calling you out your wrong name. Because I think if I was doing an interview and somebody said Kehlani, and the whole interview you'd probably be thinking, I should have corrected him.
But no one wants to be that person as like sours the moment. It's like, by the way, scratch that.
Yeah.
Now you should.
Yeah.
You should.
Well, here we are. Now you guys know.
That's right.
Kehlani.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Folded #1. How is that feeling?
It feels really good. It's been a long time coming. I've been getting told for the last 8 years of my life, you're always one song away, you're one song away, you're one song away. We see it for you. And so to have the song and everything be changing in this way, it's really nice.
Did you know that was the record when y'all did it? Did you know that was going to be it?
No, it was the most accidental thing in the world. Like even making it was accidental. It came about accidentally. I'm in LA. I get a call to come finish this feature, but the guy's like, I'm about to go on this massive tour. Like, so you have to come finish it with me in person. Bring the producers. Come to Miami. Bring the producers. We go to Miami, and for 2 days we just can't figure out this song that we're supposed to finish. And we didn't want to waste the time. So we went to a studio house with Don Mills, who actually plays the guitar on the song. And Dre Harris came, and the first beat he played was the folded beat from his boy DK the Punisher. And I bring it in the other room, and I just keep singing this hook, and everybody's like, that's really cool. Like, let's build on it. And we stayed there for a week, but every single day after, we made that song, it'd be the one song from the camp that we just kept replaying. And I hit my label, and I was like, I don't know, like, I know you guys are looking for, what is it? It's like, is it June or July at this time? I'm not sure. I know you guys are looking for like the club single, the banger. This is not that. Like, this isn't really song of the summer. But this feels like an introduction to like where I'm at mentally, musically, my, maturation in my sonic journey. And let me just tease it. Like, let me put it out. You guys don't have to, don't freak out, but it feels good. And it just kind of like took its own life, and there we are.
Takes a lot of emotional intelligence to fold a man's clothes and tell him come get him instead of just throwing them all over the lawn.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely not folding a man's clothes.
Perfect.
Anyone's clothes, yeah. But I think it's a very nuanced perspective, and I'm watching a lot of people be on this, really extreme side of it. Either like, Kehlani's way better than me. Your clothes would be in a trash can or a bleach store.
On fire.
I'm not taking time for that.
Right. Or they're like, yeah, I'm folding instantly. I'm folding the clothes and that's it. Who cares if they did wrong? In the song, I verbatim say, like, I probably should have asked for space, but I kind of told you to walk away, which means I probably jumped the gun and I overreacted. And I need to express to you that you did hurt me, but also maybe come over so we can talk about it. So it's more of like a nuanced, mature conversation existing that's kind of like both. You did hurt me, but we also need to speak, and I also might have not, handled this the right way, and let's just get in the same place and get in each other's face and come talk about it. I'm going to use your clothes as bait.
I like that.
It's like accountability.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I said you're choosing vulnerability over wearing emotional armor.
Yeah, exactly.
So what shifted in your real life that allowed that change?
I think something happens when you're turning 30. I mean, astrologically, something major happens. You go through a Saturn return, and outside of that, I've been through a lot. And the last couple of years, I've really spent making the changes I needed to make. I know I saw you guys last time. We talked about mental health and all those, it's been a year since then. I think when I came to you guys last time, I was a week into being diagnosed. I had just started medication. I'm now a year into like that journey, very settled in, very in my routine, very, very healthy, and being able to assess myself and assess my situations and, just be on top of my stuff. Honestly, that allowed me to be able to come to a place to write from the perspective I'm able to write from now.
Were you ever on the other side, meaning were you ever the person to throw the clothes in the bag and then throw the clothes out the window?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, of course.
So it was a growth evolution.
Yeah, I've been like a 25-year-old girl before. Yeah, for sure.
What has your journey been like since you said last time they saw you was like first week of you? What has your personal journey been like? Using your medicines now and kind of understanding, your body and your mental. What has that up and down or consistency been like, and how's it been different for you?
Yeah, I mean, bipolar disorder is a really layered thing that also, because it's so stigmatized in the world and there's so many jokes about it that I think people get really confused. They think, okay, I woke up with an attitude and then later on I felt better, then I had an attitude again, so I'm bipolar. It's a way bigger, deeper thing than that. Yeah. And I think medicine and my therapy journey gave me the opportunity to have thought applied to my mood and thought applied to situations when in other ways I wouldn't have had the thought. I would have just felt it and it would have just left, and next thing you know there's episodical things happening, and next thing you know I'm just gone with the wind. But this, I wouldn't say it stops it completely, but it really allows you to have a process, and I think that's been the biggest difference is I have so much option for process now. And I can go through these things and take them slowly and think about them and like have a second where I'm like, I have the tools now. I have a tool belt of things I can apply. Like, do I go this way? Do I take a walk? This is not the reaction that I want to. This is not the version of myself that I want to show up in this situation. So things like that, I think.
I would say it's difficult being vulnerable, right? For an artist, how difficult is that? Because you're showing a side of yourself that I'm sure you think that maybe people will laugh. But then on the other side, I'm sure as a side that says there's so many people dealing with it. And I love the fact artists are doing more. We've seen it with Gucci, the same thing. So when did you realize I could be that vulnerable? And was it a hard line to draw to be like, do I want to be this vulnerable? Do I want to share this experience?
I think I've always been messily vulnerable. But I grew up in front of the world. Everybody's been seeing me do interviews like this since I was 19 years old. And I think when you're viewing it on the outside, you kind of timestamp people. Like artists get timestamped in whatever version of themselves stuck out to the fan. So there's people who still view me as something I went through when I was 24, and like that's who they'll see me as forever. And when you're 24 at that time, you're also confidently speaking in these interviews because you're like, this is who I am right now and I get it. Then 10 years later you're like, oh my God,
I don't know who that person was.
I mean, it hasn't been 10 years for me, but I'm 30 now and I'm looking back at things I said when I was 24, 25, even 27, and I'm like, yikes. Even a year ago I'm like, okay, like growth. I'm different now.
That's good though. And you have the self-awareness to
that's how it's supposed to go. Yeah.
This has to feel good to you too, the success of Folded, because vocally you were one of the first artists I saw publicly showing support for Palestine. And I mean, you spoke out when a lot of people weren't. I know you lost shows because of it. You were barred from things. How does it feel having this success and you have it for being on the right side of history?
Yeah, I think if we have the courage to do things and then we see people have success after doing the things that we deem scary, we might be more courageous to do them. And I think it's important that other artists see that I've been able to thrive after all those things happen. I mean, there's still things that I will never be allowed to do, or things that are not getting picked up, or
even now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Probably forever. I don't think people realize how deep it goes. I didn't even at the time realize how deep it goes. Also, to be really frank, I was incredibly manic. So a lot of the routes that I went, the yelling and the you F all you guys if you guys don't understand and da-da-da, and you know what, half my team could go if y'all don't speak. Just these different routes versus like, hey, let me calm down and be strategic about this, because in every single movement, in every single political movement across the board, there's more strategy involved in the way that you communicate it, the way that you choose to organize, the things that you engage with. And at the time, I didn't really have those resources to think in that way. So yeah, there's still things that I'm experiencing that I probably will experience for a really long time. But I think this other side of it is speaking to the fact that when there's great music, there's great music. And when people love the music and they love the art, then you can't really be taken out in that way.
And I'm a stern believer that you should always move off strategy over emotion, but you can understand the emotion when you're watching kids being
it's so
slaughtered.
understandable. I have so much grace for how I handled it because I was really just passionate and upset. I was angry. We should have all been angry. It was really terrible to watch and treacherous to feel some kind of like a part of because like our country is such a big part of it. But I definitely wish that I was able to calm myself to be smarter about the way that I went about it for my own sake and for being a leader in front of a camera for other people.
And how do you feel when other artists don't speak about it when they have the opportunity? Do you look? How does that feel to you? Because you jumped out the window and you got banned from things. And
I think it's really easy to say, like, I want to be very clear with my words. Like, it is really easy to say that I hate them for it or I really blame them. But after experiencing everything I went through, which went way deeper than just being banned from things, it, got into my safety, my family dynamics, my friendships. I had to move. It put me into really bad paranoia every time I left the house of was everybody out to get me and did I need security to sit in front of my house and was anybody plotting on me and the death threats I got at my shows, like highly organized, typed out, detailed death threats. Wow. It's easy to say like that shouldn't matter because we should all be, up in arms. And part of me is like, yeah, we should. But also I wish it wasn't so sinister, like the lashings behind the scene. I wish it wasn't so sinister. And I wish it wasn't something to be afraid of. I think if we all spoke in numbers and there was so many of us, it wouldn't be so easy to just come after one person. I think when you leave it to be one or two people, it's easy to just get them out of here. Yeah. We've seen it historically. But if it's a lot of people, who can they get? There's a bunch of us.
Did it make you speak out even more? Because you did it the red carpet on the AMAs. You voiced support for Palestine.
Yeah.
So when you were getting backlash behind the scenes, you were like, nah, I'm going to go out there even more.
I was like, I'm already here. Like, I'm already experiencing everything I'm experiencing, and it hasn't stopped. Like, it hasn't stopped. Like, it still, ceasefire and all, still hasn't stopped. And even if the genocide itself does stop, there's a much larger thing at hand there, which is, ending the apartheid. So I don't know. I don't think it was ever like an intentional, I'm going to choose to speak. I was asked a question on the carpet and I answered it, and my stance remains the same. So
yeah, it's just interesting that you would still be getting backlash because even the UN chief said there are strong reasons to believe that war crimes have been committed.
Yeah, but we're dealing with a very delusional other side. It's a very delusional side where you've shown videos and you've shown facts and they've seen things and the response is literally, that's not even real. Like, y'all made this up. Like you kind of at some point have to be like, okay, there's a game here and I'm not going to play this game with you guys because you know what you're doing. I'm not going to play it.
I saw the comments about, you speaking out on ICE and them going into schools and things of that nature. I know you're a mom as well, but like, have you experienced any similar pushback from the other side or wherever because of those comments?
No. Yeah. Zionism is a much larger, deeper, darker, sinister thing than good old regular American racism, even though they're very intertwined and they walk hand in hand with each other a little bit. But yeah, no, I haven't experienced any pushback from that. I think we're all more comfortable talking about that in general than, anything else. So.
I was going to ask you, we also seen you speak out about AI in the industry.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's crazy for an artist. We had Tank and Jay Valentine up here, and they were talking about, they were talking about they think it's a good thing, and that artists and the industry needs to adapt to it. But I think it kind of hurts the fact of the creativity.
But they did say it's not better than Kehlani.
You were executive, right?
Yes.
Would you rather sign an artist that you got to deal with makeup, hair, managers, security, all that, or AI person that you ain't got to deal with nothing? You cut a check and just let the money come in.
Well, if you tell me that person you just said is Kehlani, I'm taking Kehlani. It's worth it. They're going to see her drive. They're going to see how hard she goes, and you're going to go,
Amen. Amen.
So what's your thoughts on it?
I think there's so many layers to it. One, we're going to put out there that, it's not good for the environment. It's affecting communities everywhere, but especially disparaged Black communities in America. It's messing with the water, it's messing with the air. Like, it's going to make people sick in the long run. We move on from that and get into all these aspects of music that are and jobs. Let's forget music, right? I'm speaking to music because I'm being asked about music, but I'm not I think there's a much larger thing of like all these little jobs that people are employed to do that is keeping their families going, that is literally feeding everyone around them are just gone. And we don't realize we're training, these systems to do those things. There's things that I understand. I think I was told about how it is working for surgeries, like these robots are helping in surgery
more
rooms.
More precision, they're saying, more precise. They can do
more precise surgeries. And then there's, like the disabled community and being able to get things done in that way. And I've experienced producers and writers be stuck on something and use it to help or like finish something and then get it replayed or get it remade. And like those aren't exactly things that I'm super mad about. Like I'm not going to bark at them the same way. But overall, as a whole.
But a fake person, a fake artist, a fake singer.
It's just unfortunate because I think music is such a God-given thing. It's the highest gift, God gave to earth. It's used in every single religion across the board to connect with God. It's a very powerful thing. And for it to be generated in that way and also be what it's using to be generated is a combination of real people's stories and real people's voices and real people's feelings and emotion. And for all that to happen, even deeper than, it's going to take our jobs, because there's this sensationalized sentence of mine that's like, why do I have to compete with a computer? But it's not about competing. It's more like, this is a disruption of something that God gave us. You know what I mean? And that feels wrong to me. Like music is it comes from here, it's given here, and to have that generated through a computer just feels like it just feels wrong.
I like this argument, Kehlani. I like this because I feel the same way. It is a download from God. You can't download it from a computer, but now they have Jesus AI.
Yeah,
and you can log on and have meaningful conversations with Jesus.
Send Jesus a message and then
they'll
send
insane.
you back a biblical verse.
Yeah,
it sounds crazy.
I think it's gonna go so far. I don't think people are thinking about the negative implications, like being able to be framed for things, being able to have images created of your children that are inappropriate, that lives on people's computers, and they can do whatever they want to it. When you wake up one day and somebody has a sex tape of you that never happened.
Yeah.
If they can make...
That's happening now.
It is? That's Have you heard about the people getting the phone calls?
Oh, yeah, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call you and you hear your kids or somebody
screaming, I need X amount of money because my kid got kid. Like, I don't think people are... It's just cute and fun and games now. And you want to make videos of Malcolm X eating a seafood boil with Martin Luther King and Michael Jackson and Prince having an argument about whose funeral was more lit. Like, I've seen them all. It's... But there comes a point when you have to realize that where there's always light and fun, there's always going to be the extreme of that existing somewhere that we can't access it. And I also think something is real sinister about the White House using so much AI.
Oh, this election year is going to be crazy.
It's going to be nuts. How are they going to be able to say anything was real or false?
What do you say to the people? Because I know one of the conversations that you were having was specifically about the $3 million deal, the reported $3 million deal that Zanaya, the AI,
the thing.
I don't even know how to reference
the compute.
Yeah, the artist Zanaya Monet got right. There are people that'll say all of that is true, but there's good and bad with everything. But on the other hand, you have this black woman who is using her poetry to write lyrics that now is $3 million wealthier and able to do for her family and stuff like that.
I mean, I said even in the times I've spoken about her, I'm not mad at her ability to have done that for herself. I think it's dishonest the way we're speaking about it because I think it's a very interesting thing to be responding to particular comments and saying certain things, but not telling the truth. Tell the truth. You wrote a couple lines, you said a couple words, then you framed, I might want it to sound like this and go like this and take from this and make it sound like this and make it appeal in this way and make me look like this and da-da-da. And it did all of that. You're doing 15% of the job. Let's just be honest about what the 15% of the job is. If you write poetry, I would love to write with a poet. I've written with poets before. They come in, we write together, I turn their words into a song, I use my songwriter brain to apply to their poetry brain, and we make a really beautiful product. But I'm watching her answer these questions, and I'm watching the lies accumulate and like tick together in her head to try to figure out what to say. And I'm like, we could just tell the truth and say what the tool is being used for. And then maybe it can have its separate charts, or it can have, because you're right, there is no stopping it. I could get, for being said it should have its own charts, but at this point, something has to be done.
An AI separate chart with AI artists, yes.
Let them duke it out.
iHeart had created something called Guaranteed Human.
I saw that.
So that at least we're going to be human, like the personalities and music, but if one day they do decide to play AI music, it'll still you'll know this is
Exactly.
AI music.
Yeah. So, it's less about. I want everybody to feed their families and be successful at the end of the day. That's my wish. If I had one wish in the world, it would be for everybody to have their needs met. So I'm never mad at that.
I like what you said though, because I was going to ask you, what does authentic music have that AI generated music could never have? God, word up.
Yeah,
that's the answer.
That's it. I don't play with things like that. You know, it's such a deep thing, and I feel like us being able to. I watch the AI artists even talk about God. It is insane. The AI gospel. That is insane. I'm looking in Zanaya Monet's. Yeah, I'm looking in Zanaya Monet's comments, and they're saying, "Sis, you're anointed."
No.
That's kind of crazy.
I mean, I'm going to go look at the comments right now, but I will say when I first heard the song, when everybody was up in arms, I had to listen to the music, and I went and listened, and I was like, oh, this is actually, it's good music.
Because you know what it's doing, though? It's analyzing the community that she's trying to appeal to, which means it's studying black women. Saying, what do black women want to hear? What perspectives? What type of voices? What kind of stories? What kind of emotions? And then accumulating all of that and going, I'm about to give you a package deal of exactly what you want, even down to what I look like.
So it's an artificial anointing. Could it be an artificial anointing?
Artificial anointing. I don't know if that goes in. I don't know if that goes in the same sentence. But hey.
So are you against the Chat GPT stuff as well?
I'm against people putting it in place of very human things. Look, we are entering.
It makes life easier for a lot of people.
It does,
and
that's the argument. It does,
because kids go to school. You could type it in pay. I have to do a report on this. Type it in ChatGPT. You get a 10-page report. Does that make that kid smarter? But then you have the argument of people who can't afford English classes that moved here and need English classes is teaching them English. There's always gonna be this thing that's there are things that it is good for and there are things that it is bad for outside of what it's doing to the environment, but we become gluttonous with it, and it's not regulated, guys. That's really the problem, is that it's not regulated. Did you not see the moments where people were telling their ChatGPT to cancel itself, and then it hopped servers to avoid getting deleted,
like iRobot?
Yes, it hopped. I promise you can look this up right now. It jumped servers because it didn't want to get. If it can observe all of our emotions, why couldn't it be able to think of something as sinister as we could think of, and not want to get canceled or not want to get deleted or not want to be gone or want to? It's studying us 24/7.
Yeah, there's something. I mean, I totally agree with you with the God thing, because there's something to being a spiritual being, living a human existence, right? Like, we're supposed to make mistakes. We're supposed to try to figure things out, like us, through prayer and meditation and just
and
work.
Therapy,
yes.
Community.
Yes, community.
Being a community member is really important. Talking to people, having other people talk to you back, sharing experience, messing up together, being held accountable, being called in, growing, getting applause from other humans, getting love from other humans. If we're all just going to be alone getting all those things from a robot, we're going to stunt ourselves as a world.
As a species, I agree.
Then what happens to love, and what happens to art, and what happens to music? I've been having this conversation for weeks. That paired with how the internet's obsessed with destroying each other and calling and completely ruining people's lives and doing all these kind of things. We're entering a very individualistic, let's kill community for people kind of world. We're isolating everyone from every side. Technology and each other is becoming this huge isolation party, and it's really sad.
How does that make you as a mom now? Because you have a daughter. So how are you raising your child in this type of world that you just named? You know what I mean? Because these other kids, when they go to these colleges and schools, they're going to be using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
These other kids are going to be using things that necessarily you don't agree with. So how do you raise that daughter in this crazy world?
With information, I think I give her all the information possible. I don't lie to my kid. I don't, obviously you don't just outright tell her terrible things, but you give her all the information so she knows what's out there. And I tell her why I don't agree with this, why I think this is bad, why, I'm not going to say no to this, but I'm going to give you another option and explain why that option is probably the better option to do, and let her decide. Ultimately, I can't protect her from what she learns at school and what her friends share and things like that. But at home, we're very human focused, and I'm very communal. She has a big extended family. She has a million aunties and uncles and cousins, and she lives I have community and people around me kind of life. She's not sitting in the corner on her iPad alone all day. That's just not her life.
Does she see how does she feel about the evolved version of Kehlani, right? Because you said you've changed.
She's 6. I don't know.
There's got to be a difference between 3 and 6 and 4 and 6. Be like, mommy's cooler now. You know, mom.
I mean, I've been her mom the whole time. I've just been my daughter's mom the whole time. How everyone else gets to see me is never going to be how she sees me because I'm just her mommy. I always have been. I always will be. I don't fall apart in front of her. I don't put her in any adult situation. She doesn't have a clue if anything is going on with me. I've just been her happy mom this whole time, and I take pride in that.
You switching gears. You said Brandy was on your Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Who else?
Stevie Wonder is the head of the Mount Rushmore. Whatever.
Is this vocals or just artists in general?
I think artistry.
Okay.
And this for everybody, or you said every artist or every singer should have this Mount Rushmore?
I think every singer should have different kinds of Mount Rushmores. Like I said, she should be on the vocal Mount Rushmore, but also artistry, like in general. But she should be on everyone's vocal Mount Rushmore.
100%.
I want to know your vocal.
My vocal Mount Rushmore. Okay. Brandy. Beyonce.
Can't put them next to each other. I'm just joking.
You know,
just
take Ray J's phone.
I couldn't let that go. I'm sorry.
Let them have a beautiful tour. They're having a beautiful tour. Please let them.
I'm sorry.
Please. Yeah, Beyonce. Whitney Houston, obviously.
Of course.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the one I wanted to make sure was on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a lineage, right?
Yes.
There's no Brandy without Whitney Houston.
I'm stopping with you.
Who's your last one? Brandy, Beyonce, Whitney?
I'm gonna say Mariah.
Gotta be Mariah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What? We're talking about like freaky level, like channel talent of like, okay, well, when will anybody be able to ever do that again? No. Type people.
Yeah. Well, if you want to see Kehlani, she's going to be performing at our Jingle Ball in Miami and our Jingle Ball in Atlanta. And we appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you. We always get real deep in here.
And one time, Kehlani didn't want to come up here. She's like, I ain't with the breakfast club.
I was scared of you guys.
She was scared as a mother, but we got through it.
We were having different conversations then.
Yes.
I was little.
Evolved.
Look at us. Growth.
We've all evolved.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
You always want to remind people.
Loren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on it.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
LL Cool Bay.
Good morning. Oh, my headphones just went out. All right, so over the weekend in Philly, Meek did his annual show, the Meek and Friends show, sold out show. It's so fire to see a lot of the
for Meek, man.
Yes. I think if anybody can go back to Philly and get the people on stage and reunite the people, and I have friends that were there that told me it felt really good to see a lot of the acts reuniting and, you know, just being on stage and having a great time. It's Meek that can do it. So some of the people he brought out, just to name a few, Mariah the Scientist, Jim Jones, he brought Young Thug out, and when he brought Young Thug out, he talked about his relationship with Thug and how Young Thug held him down during the Drake beef. Let's take a listen.
And I tell this every time I see him, when I was beefing with Drake, they acting like they was scared to do a verse with me. This pulled up to my house while I'm on house arrest. 2 days straight, got with me, pulled my confidence right back up, locked right in. So Philly, make some noise for Young Thug in this.
Yeah, and I thought that was crazy to hear because why? I mean, I know that beef was big. I know that we all know that Drake won the beef between him and Meek, but to not want to do music with Meek, like he's not still Meek just because he's
People picked the side during that time. They were beefing. They were warring. So, yeah, either you were going to go with Drake or go with Meek, and some people, I guess, decided to go with Drake.
Yeah,
I think y'all also forget how the internet turned on Meek crazy during that time.
Yes, they did.
They didn't want to stand next to Meek during that time.
That's just crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's because, you know, being from Delaware, I feel like we still, even when people now have all these funny, jokey jokes about Meek, we love Philly, Delaware, certain parts of Jersey, love to still remind people, like, it's still Meek at the end of the day. Like, don't play with him. Like, he's still one of the best.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so moving on, he also brought G Herbo on stage. I tried to grab audio from this moment, but the audio was so bad. But G Herbo gave Meek his flowers, and, you know, just talked about how he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. We have it. We can listen. It's just like the best.
I wouldn't be the artist I am, man, if it wasn't like Meek for real, man. So I'm gonna give you your flowers, man. What the we doing, though? Let's get it.
Well, yeah, he said that up here too. When he was up here, he said Meek was the reason that he knew that he could make money rapping, and he idolized Meek as a youngin.
And he has a lot in common with him too.
Love to see that. And then also, so Meek did All Eyes on You. One of our producers were there, and I was at Art Basel in the party, and she texted me and was like, "Oh my God, Meek is doing All Eyes on You, and he cut Nicki's part." Let's take a listen to Meek intro and All Eyes on You.
I was on my young. I wanted every in the game. I wanted the top rapper. I wanted the top chick from the hood. I wanted the top chick from Hollywood. Whoever was that. You know how we get sometimes, Jeezy. Let's do it. Whoa.
Yeah, did Chris Brown come out?
No.
Oh,
what, did you see Chris Brown there?
I don't know. Chris Brown is on All Eyes on Me. He's the one singing.
Nah, Chris wasn't there.
Chris Brown didn't get.
I'm talking about Nicki.
out.
Where was Chris?
Yeah, well, State Property hit the stage as well too. Deep Philly act, like legendary group. Now here's the thing with State Prop. I know at one point in time, like Meek and some of the guys had their issues, but it was
Meek and Beanie was beefing at one time.
Yes, but it was good to see them on stage.
Yeah.
Just doing the whole Philly brotherly love thing. But I was watching Beanie Siegel on $1 Million Worth of Game last night.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all know that he almost signed with 50 Cent?
Yes, we sure did.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. Let's take a listen to Beanie Siegel on 50 Cent.
I was gonna go with 50.
What? 50 was trying to sign you?
Yeah.
What type of deal 50 tried to give you?
Something crazy.
What was it?
If I can remember, it was something like, I don't know, probably around like 10 million.
Damn,
like
50?
That. Not me per se to myself, but he had everything structured. Man, I was in the feds with his uncle. So we used to, we had a couple visits. We used to sit at the same time, and his uncle would go out and make sure we sitting next to each other. I could talk to 50. Rockefeller dissolved. So 50 was going to be my Beanie Siegel album. It wasn't no more company. If I could have got Freeway, and I think he said Chris and Neef, but it was going to be a my single album, Freeway album, State Property G-Unit album, me and 50 album. It was like 5 albums, but the deal was structured probably like 10 million.
Yeah, 50 talked about that quite a few times back in the day when.
That was the time when he signed MOP, he signed Mobb Deep, and I think he was trying to sign State Prop.
I had no idea that
I don't
that
even know
happened.
what happened. What happened with it? I don't know.
I remember 50 saying he wanted to do that because it would bother Jay-Z. That's what y'all should have did a little bit more digging and found those interviews where 50 was doing that.
So look, yesterday in the interview with Beanie and Gilly and Wallow, I thought that they were, because I'm like, okay, this has to be from like the time period where y'all would have knew this, because like y'all older. But I thought they were going to do some more conversation around it, and they just moved on. They just moved on to him talking about the money he was making with the merch. But I didn't know that whatsoever, and I always wondered, like, after the split happened and things kind of calmed down for all of the guys in State Prop, like why there was like the follow-up acts. I thought should have been way bigger for them. But
yeah, I'm looking at an interview 50 did with Russ Parr, where he talked about it. Salute to Russ Parr.
And Russ Parr in the show.
One he did with Fuse talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I think that was just good for the city. What Meek Mill did, brought out a lot of the Philly artists.
Yes.
Freeway was there, and Beanie was there. I just think it shows.
Tierra Whack was backstage doing like her own commentary. She's so funny.
Yeah,
so it was good to see that as well too.
Salute to Meek.
And salute to Beanie Siegel too, man. Go listen to Beanie Siegel on Memphis Bleak's Rock Solid podcast, courtesy of the Drink Champs Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. That is a great conversation as well.
Yeah, he talks about him having to use AI for his voice, because he lost his voice somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
So him using AI to do these new albums where they take his voice.
He didn't sound like he did before.
Yep.
Yeah, it's called the new song, right? It's called "I Can't Leave the Streets Alone," where he uses the AI to bring his voice all the way back.
What happened when he go on tour though? Like if he was to choose to go on tour, what was that? What was?
I mean, he still just does what he like. He just goes.
He'll rap over the verse.
No, I'm saying if his voice is messed up,
the voice will be on it, so he'll rap over the song.
He just do it anyway.
Rap with the song.
Yeah,
it's not instrumental.
Also, too, in that $1 Million Worth of Game interview, he talked about the fact that like he was done. He don't want to do music whatsoever anymore. Not just because of the voice, but because of how bad his business was, which I know he's talked a lot about before. But hearing him say that he had lost so much passion for it, when it's like, damn, this is Beanie Siegel. But yeah, so that's it for the hour. We're going to head over to the Streamer Awards next hour. Get into some bad jokes.
That's what I definitely want to get into. They was playing with them brothers last night.
She was trying to be a comedian, Jess.
She was trying. Everybody don't need to try.
Well, that's the latest. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, we need a young racist named Crystal Wilsey to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her, please.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Come on.
Made it. This is a miracle.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spot shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
It's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Donkey of the day for Monday, December 8th. Happy Monday! Goes to a Wisconsin woman named Crystal Wilsey. Now, Crystal is a racist. Okay, this isn't hyperbole. This isn't something I feel. This is a fact based on her own words. And I hate when bad things happen to great franchises. See, Crystal works at Cinnabon, dropping includes bombs for Cinnabon. Okay? There aren't too many things on this planet that have delivered me the pleasure that Cinnabon has. Okay? I'm not even trying to do a Cinnabon commercial right now, but that Cinnabon classic roll, woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, with that warm dough that feels like it's cooked, but feels like it's not cooked, but it is. Okay, if I had to describe their dough, I would describe it as medium well. All right, with that cream cheese frosting and that makara cinnamon. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. You have to stress that first syllable, makara cinnamon. It's from Indonesia, man. Okay, that's why it has that intense aroma, that flavor. It's not like regular cinnamon. Okay, my mouth is watering right now. I don't even like thinking about Cinnabons, okay, because I know my weaknesses. All right, it takes a lot of discipline to not eat a Cinnabon a week. Therefore, I really only treat myself when I'm leaving Charleston International Airport. They got a Cinnabon in there, and whenever I do indulge in that 880 calorie treat, that's when I'm leaving the 843. But let me stay focused on what we're here for. All right, hold on, God damn it, I was really watering. Hold on,
Stop looking at me. God.
Crystal Wilsey was an employee at Cinnabon, and she decided that she wanted to be racist, okay? She decided that she wanted to be racist in particular towards Somalians. Let's go to WISN News 12 for the report, please.
Back here in Wisconsin, a Cinnabon employee is fired after a racist rant that went viral. The TikTok video shows the Cinnabon worker Inish Wabadan making offensive statements and gestures and calling herself a racist. The person who posted the video says she started recording after the employee started making derogatory statements about her hijab, the headscarf that many Muslim women wear. In a statement tonight, Cinnabon said, quote, the individual seen in the video was immediately terminated by the franchise owner. Their actions and statements are completely unacceptable and in no way reflect the values of Cinnabon, our franchisees, or the welcoming environment we expect for every guest and team member.
Now, if you haven't heard, the leader of the United States of America, Donald Trump, had some harsh words to say about the Somali community. Is there a correlation? Let's listen.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell and do nothing but bitch, we don't want them in our country.
This is why leadership matters, because a leader's words shape a team's direction. Okay, a leader's words set culture. Okay, what a leader says and doesn't say sets the standard for acceptable behavior. And yes, Donald Trump with words like that sets the standard for the Somali community in our country. They get a lot of smoke. Okay, I'm not about to argue with you MAGA folks about this today, all right? The proof is in the vanilla pudding. All right, see, a video on X said the couple from Somalia walked up to the Cinnabon counter to buy food on Friday, and the employee started making fun of the woman's hijab. That's when the couple decided to start recording, and this is what they captured. Let's listen.
That's nigger. I am racist. And you are a
You are an idiot. No,
I am racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruin your life, by the way.
Oh, you're talking about respect? You're talking about respect? You are fired from this place. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
What's wrong with you?
What the is wrong with you, you fucking ugly bitch? Get the out of my face.
Talking about ugliness?
Did I stutter?
Damn.
Oh my God.
Now, Cinnabon issued a statement. I can't find the statement right now, but they issued a statement to Fox 11 on Saturday morning. We don't have the statement, do we? I can't find the statement. Where's the statement at? The statement basically said that they don't stand behind that BS, blah, blah, blah. She was fired, okay? But I thank you, Cinnabon, for releasing that timely statement denouncing this, because even though I would have hated to give up on you. All right. Now, Crystal, I know that they have set up a GoFundMe for you because sadly, this is America and there are a lot of racists in this country who reward this type of carrying on. But Crystal, I want you to know that you are not the victim here. Okay. Words have consequences. Actions have consequences. They can act like you the victim and say you didn't start it, blah, blah, blah. You chose to be racist, ma'am. So you have to deal with everything that comes with that. Social media harassment, termination from places like Cinnabon, people seeing your name on job applications, Crystal Wilsey, and never hiring you. Videos like this haunt you forever. And I don't care if you have other racists defending you online. Everybody can find a tribe online for the stupidest things, for the most evilest things. So, Crystal, ask yourself, do you really want to be a part of a tribe called racist? Please let Chelsea Handler give Crystal Wilsey the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
You know how
What Kathy Griffin got to say?
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
Oh. And you know the word we was bleeping was the word nigga. So, you know, whenever I hear a white person say the word nigga, I got to say, Chris Rock, you got something to say?
Cracker ass cracker.
Oh, okay. What about my girl? My girl still working? My girl still work the drive-thru? Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
It's Cinnabon. Bun.
Yeah,
bun.
I get
like
so
buns.
irritated
Bun,
every
not
time I
bun.
hear somebody
Buns.
say Cinnabon.
Think of buns.
I don't care what
Like
it is. It's
Bill
Cinnabon to me.
Bondsman's, like,
It's
yo,
been Cinnabon to me my whole life.
Cinnabon. Buns.
Because it's like, it's a Cinnabon. You eating the bun with cinnamon and the cream cheese.
So why it's spelled B-O-N?
You ask them.
Cinnabon. That's the name of the place. That's what we're going to call it. Cinnabon.
All right,
Okay.
I feel you. Anyway, you like that situation, right? You ever just want to take the back of somebody's head and just slam it on a counter just like that?
Of course.
I mean, you would be in jail, but it's like, it would feel good. Feel good for somebody to have grabbed the back of Shorty's head and just bung on a on a counter. Oh, that would have made my day. But now everybody know our face. So
And her name.
And her name.
That's right.
So, I wish nothing but the worst. That's
All right.
crazy.
Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when we come back from the Grits and Eggs podcast, we got Big Cat and Deontay Kyle. We're going to talk to them next, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building.
Yes, indeed.
You know, from the Grits and Eggs podcast, Deontay Kyle. Welcome.
N-Cat. Goddamn.
Can I say N-Cat?
Big Ice Cup Cat.
Big Ice Cup Cat. Big Ice Cup Cat. How y'all feeling?
Good, yeah, we good, man. It's cold, bro.
Excited to be here.
Y'all tripping, bro. Like, I'm ready to get back down
to the south.
Oh, yeah, because y'all from Atlanta. So, I mean, I'm from South Carolina, too, so you never really get used to this cold.
Yeah, and then it was like, I had to jump out the Uber, like, bro, I might as well just walk.
Y'all ain't got no jackets?
Yeah, we got jackets. We got
big
jackets.
stupid jacket, but it don't matter.
Right.
What's the origin story of the Grits and Eggs podcast?
I started doing TikTok from the truck just out of, I'm like, you consume a lot of media when you on the road. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, I feel like I could throw my hat in here. I feel like I got something to say.
You're a truck driver?
Yeah, truck driver, yeah. Mm-hmm. For the last 5 years, I actually just stopped driving trucks in April. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So once the TikTok started blowing up, I just kind of like, foresight was just like, I got to find something else to do. I can't just live on this one app. Mm-hmm. And I want to kind of get long form with it. So YouTube, natural place to go. And the podcast just seemed like the place where people speak freely. Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, I mean, I figure out how much it costs to set this thing up. I just started in the back of the truck. Mm-hmm. And then once it started gaining some traction, I called him and was like, yo, come work this camera for me. Because we had the Canon camera go out like every 12 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I was like, bro, just come hit the button every 12 minutes. We had a continuous shot, little Sony 4K joint. And I was like, yeah, just run that. And then just the chemistry just naturally started picking up.
I'm laughing at the 12 minutes because anybody that taped the podcast from the beginning knows that the camera was shut off automatically in 12 minutes. Yeah. So you either have to reset it every 12 minutes or get 2 views so that way you could go back and forth.
That's what we was doing, because the continuous shot was grainy, but it was like a B cam and it was like, it'll keep going. So in between time, because sometimes he'll be like,
you forget. I forget.
Because we talk as friends, he ain't really seeing me do my thing. So he like kind of getting lost in the message, and then I'm like, yo, get the camera, bro. Start blinking. Get on the camera, the red light not on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was just a continuation of like small social media clips into long form content. Like you can only say so much in 3 minutes, and you can only hold people's attention so much on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, all right, let's get long form and get the audience to actually want to dive into these topics.
So you've been doing it 5 years?
No.
Oh,
I've been doing. I started a podcast 2 years ago in March. So,
okay.
2 years visual in January.
Oh, you ahead of schedule then, because there was always the statistics show that it usually takes a podcast 6 to 7 years to really, really, really take off, and for you to already be cutting through after only a couple of years, that's damn good.
Yeah, I had the proof of concept from social media though. So like, I didn't come into it like without an audience. I was like 100,000 strong on TikTok when I started. And so I was like, all right, well, kind of integrate these folks. And I know like integration is like 10%. I was like, I get 1,000 people to watch this?
Yeah.
I'm good. When we was getting 1,000 views, we was like, bro, we up. What? We doing our thing over here.
I'm glad you got that mentality, because people be acting like 1,000 people, not a lot of people. Let 1,000 people be outside right now.
Keep it real. We did our first show. 150 people looking at you in the face is crazy.
Yes. That's right.
I was like, I need a minute, bro. It's too many eyeballs. Like, this is insane. You know what I'm saying? But we done got used to that part too.
Because you mess up. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with comedy. It's like transitioning from being this person who makes skits and all that, and then you go on stage, and now they looking at you, and you can't delete or you can't edit. Or
and
you
ain't no
can't
editing. You gotta, and then they looking at you like this.
Yeah.
Entertain us.
Yeah.
Do it. Do the thing you do.
Make us laugh.
How was the first live show?
It was cool, man.
Yeah.
Jackson, Mississippi.
It was so much love too, because we got invited out there, and so like, you know, us being like a podcast that's centered around like the Black experience and the community issues, for us to go to like one of the blackest cities in America, they invited us, and a lot of people don't go to Mississippi to do nothing. So it was our first show. It was so much love in there, but we done kind of got seasoned. We do a couple shows in Atlanta. We got a show tomorrow out here
in Brooklyn.
It's sold out.
Yeah, sold out.
What's the most difficult thing to talk about when you talk about the podcast? What's one thing you'd be like, we got to talk about that? Is it relationship? Is it politics? Is it?
I talk about relationships.
Yeah,
you don't do that.
I stay away from anything that's like low hanging fruit. Things that people just do just to get clicks. I don't do raise bait. Either you gonna engage with this because you genuinely interested, or you gonna keep it pushing. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to come with a hook. I'm not doing none of that, because relationships, that's two people. I don't know how you was raised. I don't know what type of love you grew up around. So I can't tell you how to love or how to receive love or how to operate with your partner. Like, that's just gonna have people disagreeing, and that's good for engagement, but they ain't long lasting.
So what do you? Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, how do you choose in the community because there's always a lot going on? What you spend your time focusing on? What's low hanging fruit and what's not within your topics?
I just don't react. You know what I mean? Like the thing about TikTok, what I learned early on how to separate myself was like, don't just make a video as soon as something come out, because you're going to miss the mark. You don't got all the information. You don't know if the headline was false. You don't know if it's AI. You don't know nothing. So I just sit back and kind of let get my own perspective on it, and like kind of research things too. People just be talking. People just say stuff. And then you come out and you ain't researched. I started to see this happen with the OGs a lot now on Instagram. Like they reposting stuff and like reacting to stuff, and it's like, that's AI. It's not even real.
AI is dangerous, boy.
It's dangerous. You know what I'm
Sometimes
saying?
it's so real. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Nah.
You
Pete
gotta
Rock is notorious for that.
Who?
Yeah.
Pete Rock.
Oh, Pete Rock. Yeah. Salute to Pete Rock. What he be doing?
He be AI stuff. Like he'll react to it. Like, oh my God, this is real. But Pete Rock, that's AI. Bro. Like, calm down.
I got one time with what was the brother name? Kyle Lacey.
Yeah.
It was. They said it was his mom, and I got it from Eternity Ben Crump's page. So it was his mom talking about what happened to him, and I just reposted it, and it was AI.
Damn.
Yeah, it get a little wicked, because it's like you don't want to. Because then it's like it's not really a credibility thing. Anybody can get got by that, especially with it being so new. But I think with just reacting to things off your like emotional standpoint, you can't take it back. Like once you post it in, you know, the internet thing. Like if you take a post down, they're like, scared. Like, yeah.
But you gotta admit when you're wrong, though.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do too.
Because your audience will appreciate that.
Yeah, I think the human aspect of it, just being able just say you wrong. Don't double down on your lie.
Yeah.
But don't double down when you mess up. Just go ahead and be like, I messed up. I missed the mark. I'm here.
Why the name Grits and Eggs? Like, what does that represent about the show's voice or our identity?
I was kind of thinking about when I came to my own, like when I started thinking for myself, making my own decisions. It started real young. I was like 11. When my folks had split up, my mom actually moved to Atlanta, and we stayed in Wilmington, North Carolina with our dad. And Pops was like, look, bro, y'all mama gone, I got to pick up another job. Grits and eggs, that's a go-to all the time. It's always going to be in there. Learn how to cook that. You can take care of yourself. Twice a week, I'm going to throw a pot of spaghetti in there. You know what I'm saying? You good. So it was just like, this how I kind of gained my autonomy. I was taking care of my siblings. I ain't have to do nothing if I ain't want to. If I ain't want to go to school, I ain't have to. You know what I mean? But I also started making like responsible decisions for myself too, and too like all the homies at school when I'm gonna skip school and be at home by myself all day. I ain't trying to do that, but it was just like it reminded me of a time when I was like really starting to think for myself, and then it just like it's Southern, you know, it's black, and it sound good, you know what I'm saying? So it hit all my marks, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna run with it.
Ain't no better breakfast, bro.
Yeah,
grits and eggs with a biscuit.
You lit.
That's right.
You full too. Yeah.
Your TikTok video about your biological mom being white.
Yeah.
That sparked so much like conversation around identity and like being a biracial kid, and you know what made you want to share that and particularly go into that conversation.
So it was just, you know, you just start talking about yourself. Like honestly, my mama died in 2019.
Sorry.
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't know I was adopted. So I found out post her. I was adopted at 2 days old. You did what I'm saying? So of course that is gonna spark up a whole bunch of stuff around identity and things like that. But for me, it was liberating because I was like, bro, I knew I went crazy, bro.
Right.
Yeah, we ain't all in here looking alike. You know, I'm the oddball out on how we look.
It was just the physical looking, or did you feel a way internally?
No, it's just like it's everything. I don't think the way. It's a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it was just like really. It's like I'm gonna let you hear it from the horse's mouth, because it was old TikTok videos that was resurfacing, and people was like, "See, he ain't no black leader. He ain't even black." It's like, shout out, my mom and daddy black. I was adopted at 2 days old. I don't even know these folks. For one, I don't know if these folks white or not. I don't know them. And only thing I know is John. We just joke about being Scottish, because I did a little ancestor. Like, you know, when you first find something out, you like, oh no, it's like, oh, I'm 30% Scottish, I'm 40% Nigerian. I'm like, real? You know what I mean? I'm a Scottish Nigerian. But I'm going through like my own motions of like accepting it, and then I went through a lot of angry phases about this. But you gonna try to discredit who I am because of something you say. Hey, I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna take it, like, you can't hear from the horse's mouth. It wasn't really about defending anything. It's just like, nah, yeah,
I'm black.
now what? Because like, you ain't gonna discredit me, bro. Like, it's a couple creators. They are like, these men be obsessed with me, bro. They make videos about me all day, every day, and it's like
all the men.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, it's free promotion.
Welcome.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
community
saying?
that just reacts to your content, even your old content.
Shout out to
That's great.
Yeah, it's love though, because like, even fake pages is like, bro, they all promoting me. They page is full of my face. Once they find the real thing, we lit. But I think for me, it was just like clarifying, like, this ain't nothing I'm running away from, bro. And at the same time, it's like, I was 2 days old, bro. I don't know them people. Yeah. I don't know nothing about them. I don't really desire to either.
Your biological father black?
Yeah. Well, I heard stories, you know what I'm saying? I really don't. Like, even my folks don't know. My mama swore they fought the secrecy. But then you find out, like, your mama having womb issues and stuff like that. It's a miracle for her, bro, to be able to get a baby. So it's like, yeah, bro, I'm not tripping on that. You know what I mean? Like, whatever them folks had going on, that was their arrangement. I was here. My folks raised me well, you know what I'm saying? They had their own shortcomings and stuff, but I was raised in a household of love. Yeah. And I learned so much from my household, you know what I mean? And my family taught me so much. It's like, I'm not discarding that because I get some new information. You know what I'm saying? I'm already I'm already whole. So I don't really need to go looking for nothing. I don't feel no void. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know, one stereotype they'll say that light-skinned black people are biracials will be overly black, overly revolutionary.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they try to come into.
Yeah, they did, but it's like, I ain't never known nothing about it. You know, I ain't know I had nothing to compensate for. You know what I mean? Everybody in my neighborhood black. It's like being light-skinned. It's like, I see light-skinned folks all the time. I see mixed folks all the time. Like, all I know is this community. I ain't never really seen no difference. But I could understand the psychology, but trying to overcompensate. But that just ain't my vibe.
It be them dog-skinned brothers with bald heads that
First of all,
can't touch the ground.
Me and Cat will jump you in this. He started to say
dog-skinned. He almost hard argued.
Brandon, 5'2", that feet don't touch the ground.
You know you're surrounded.
Well, see, that's the thing too. Is like, we like to talk like it's like, you know, the funniest thing to me is like when certain black men would be like, yeah, you know, them light skinned, them biracial, like, bro, you don't want to make us, bro.
That's a fact.
Stop sleeping with white women. You ain't got to worry about me.
I threw about somewhere like,
but that's a joke. Love who you love, but like, bro, tighten up, bro.
Yeah.
Like you ain't even, you know.
I ain't gonna lie though. Like they be coming for him on the internet. I be ready to crash. I be ready to fight.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
He joined in. Now he not really black. He Dominican. He joined in.
But he be like, bro, they us online. But I be like, nah, but we come from a real place. Like talk about my dog, I'm ready to slap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Like I be
remind
telling
myself.
him, bro, it be love in person. Bro.
Yeah, they do be love in person. Yeah,
They gonna want a picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every single time.
Like I think one of the biggest haters I got, like, asked to be on the podcast, and I just didn't respond.
Happens all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Happens all the time.
Nobody hates you.
Never that.
Nobody hate on you up
We
close.
never talk about Cooper.
Nobody hate on.
So let me ask you a question. Being that you don't know who your biological parents are, does ice scare you? In any way?
Hey, look, man.
That
never crossed my mind.
We can jump him if you want.
If they put something, though, we would smoke, bro. We going crazy. I'm finna back out some real West Side lingo on. They gonna be like, that's
That nigga from the west side of Atlanta. That nigga from Atlanta.
Bro, you know what the funniest thing is? Like when I was younger, you know, you get the brush cut. You know, we don't go waves. That junk goes straight. You know, flat. You really struggling to try to get some waves. I was like, man, I ain't doing that all day. So my partners used to joke with me, like when we was roasting, they called me Desperado. Like, bro, shut your Mexican ass up. One time, me and my homeboy we was like breaking in cars and stuff. And I guess whatever the word got, like, we was on foot, though. That's so stupid to break in a car while you on feet. But the police pulled us over, and they was, like, going at my partner. And they was like, you speak English? I was like, no, sir. No, sir.
I bet you won't play like that now.
They have to be on the plane somewhere.
If I speak English, I'm like, indubitably. All the English. Nigga, the King's English. The Queen's English. Brooklyn English. Nigga, I speak all Englishes.
The Grits and Eggs podcast.
I had one more before we wrap. Speaking of the love, Tyler, the Creator, shows y'all much love. So y'all one of the podcasts that he listens to along with the Cutting Room Floor. After talking about how people that got podcasts are not smart.
He said they're gross. He actually said podcasts are gross.
Yeah, you feel me? It's love, bro. You know, we get a lot of love. And that's what matters for real. Like, you know, when people walk up, like even with Tyler, knowing he just don't like nothing, it's like, oh, that's love, bro.
Yeah.
But I think more than anything, when people walk up and they like, man, my son taught me to listen to your podcast, and then on the opposite side, it's like, man, my son, like my dad told me to listen to you, or my mom told me to listen to you. Like, it's an intergenerational thing. I know we doing the right thing because like what we trying to really do is bridge gaps. Like, we got a lot of gaps in our community around differences, but our experience is extremely the same. And it's like, bro, you want to let one little thing that you don't have in common with a person separate you when all the other experiences you can relate to. That's a little foolish. It's like, you know, I ain't with no division. So if we bridging gaps and it's like a family thing, you know, folks watching this like, bro, me and my man watch this, me and my girlfriend watch this. Like, bro, that's the love, bro. That's what we focus on, the love.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Grits and Egg podcast.
One more thing before we go, though. All you rappers out there, get out that booth. America needs plumbers, electricians. We need welders. We need everything. Get out that booth, man. HVAC.
Yeah.
Go get that trade, man. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Automotive.
the trade is what got the podcast off the ground.
That
you know
part.
what I'm saying? So go get that trade, man. Get some money, man.
We appreciate y'all having us.
Thank you for
Man,
joining
make
us,
sure
bro.
y'all subscribe to the Grits and Egg podcast. I f with the Grits and Egg podcast heavy, man. I think y'all are very dope, very necessary, and it's crazy that it's so early for y'all, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like, the best is really yet to come.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's gonna be a fun journey to watch.
Man, I appreciate you.
And I'm
Thank
the
y'all
only
again.
one who
What?
hasn't.
What?
Listen, but y'all gained the new fans.
She's just with the message. The news is real.
I really don't. But y'all gained the new fans.
Man, that's love. Thank
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no
Cat,
problem.
Deontay Kyle is the Grits and Eggs podcast.
Yes, sir.
This is so crazy. Behind the scenes, nobody ever wants to admit to anything, right?
Yeah.
I saw the Diddy documentary for the first time this weekend. Just saw it for the first time this weekend. So I'm reminded Envy of when he used to be a Ciroc boy. Now he don't want to be a Ciroc boy no more. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, because you like to tell a story with a bunch of extra ish on it, yo. So now,
There was a bunch of DJs. There was like 15, 20 DJs that was Ciroc boys.
Oh, it was more than 15 or 20.
I don't know how many.
So y'all was everywhere holding up that goddamn penis-shaped bottle.
So that was what, making a band before making a band?
No. We were influencers for
Like a street team
his
movement.
liquor company, yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Lauren
Got
worked
it.
there too.
I wasn't a Ciroc girl though. Yeah, I worked with shout out to Maryland, Maddie Van Austin.
It wasn't Ciroc girls though. It was only Ciroc boys, right?
Yeah, but they would have like promotions. So she would set up like little promotional areas, like when they would be doing the events and stuff.
Okay,
let's get to the latest.
I ain't lying about mine. I ain't seen nothing though. Envy must have saw something.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit.
What was the latest? On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me. I was never at the house.
We still there? All right. Well, going over to the Streamer Awards. Speaking of Diddy stuff.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Diddy stuff.
Yeah, right? Because why did that come up in the Streamer Awards? That's what a lot of people are trying to figure out right now. So the Streamer Awards took place over the weekend, and there were some amazing wins. Shout out to iShowSpeed. He won Streamer of the Year. Kai Cenat took home a ton of awards. He took home Best Just Chatting Streamer, Best Marathon Stream for Mafiathon 3, Best Streamed Event, Streamer University, and Best Stream Collaboration for his viral collaboration with LeBron James. Now, during the time that, the awards go on, the host of the awards, any awards, they do jokes and all the things. So the host tried to get off a joke about Kai Cenat and brought in Diddy. Let's take a listen.
We've got another record breaker here tonight, too. Kai Cenat. This year, as everyone knows, you broke the record for the most expensive haircut and the least educational university. So congratulations to you. Oh, and also, congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
If you all gonna be on the mic, now turn this mic, now turn this on, turn it on. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
I thought it was.
Have a good night.
Here. Do you want to do a joke?
No.
Okay. I only said that because he got his hair cut.
I would have said, yes, I want to make a joke. You look like a young Jelaine Maxwell in the face.
That was Fan who was also a streamer.
That's what I would have said.
That was the second voice you heard. That was Talil, which is, he's on stream. He's one of Kai's like really close friends.
His homie.
Yeah, don't play about him as he should not.
That's homie who do the split in the air, right?
Yeah, jumped up. Yeah.
But you know what? She didn't even have the confidence for the joke. Like, you didn't even execute it. It wasn't funny, but
who was the comedian?
You didn't even have.
Her name is Fan. She's a streamer. She was about to present an award.
She's not a comedian.
I don't know if maybe comedy or something she does on her stream. I have no idea to answer that question.
Nah.
But I wonder if somebody wrote that for her, like if that was, how sometimes they
maybe
read.
So.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe so.
That's the one I wouldn't have did.
It was corny.
It was horrible.
It was lame.
Yeah.
It just was whack.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, what are you even trying to say?
And then you had to explain it. That's how you know. Bomb.
You had almost 60 years old. Kai is, 22? Like, I don't even see
and
the correlation.
And they don't even look alike. Because they got a haircut.
Yeah.
Well, now let's move on to the more. It was a happier moment, but Kai got really honest on stage when he accepted an award, and he talks about his mental health recently. Let's take a listen.
I appreciate everybody who decided to vote for me for this award. One thing I wanted to say to you guys tonight is I hope a lot of creators in here and everybody at home and the viewers and the streamers really take care of your mental health. I just noticed that recently I just been going through things in my head. I was able to, turn to anime, Death Note, Naruto, recently since I've been gone. And I just been able to find happiness within that. For the word of collab, I want to preach to everybody, within our community, us collabing is everything. And I know this year has been very difficult on the fan bases, the communities, and of streaming in general. And as long as we don't tear each other apart and let that get in between us, we're going to be just fine. So I appreciate y'all.
Dope.
Dropping a clues bomb for that young man, Kai.
Yeah.
Salute to Kai.
Hey, yo, what if his girlfriend would have walked up and had her Will Smith moment on Shorty?
Oh, India Love did something like that, but it wasn't behind Kai Cenat. But India Love tried.
Yeah,
she did a little more. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I respect Kai because he's not addicted to fame. Like, you can tell he unplugs, he disconnects. He's not screaming every night. He's not screaming every day. He's not chasing the fame. He's really running his own race at his own pace, man. I respect that.
Well, he's doing that now. He was streaming every day until he got to this point, correct?
Well, he does like the mafia thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
he
mafia
does
cons,
his things.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think
He knows when to let go.
Unplug.
He knows when to unplug.
I was going to say, from what it seems like after hearing this speech, and there's a compilation of his speeches on his YouTube channel just for some other awards that he won that night, it seems like he's growing into different things. And he talked about he's going to branch off and he's about to do a clothing line, and he wants to write and direct and do a bunch of other things. So it seems like, he's growing up in this industry in front of people's faces.
He's trying to figure out. Do whatever he wants to do.
Yes.
Now, India Love, she was actually defending Rakai and DDG.
Yeah,
right?
she was in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't behind Kai, but she did have a moment. We have the audio if you want to play it. But she came up because she felt like Rakai should have won an award. Rakai is also one of the guys that streams with Kai Cenat as well. We could take a listen to that.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt, and congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out. Blah, 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 blah.
Now, hold on, now y'all getting too deep in this. Now slow this down for Unc. Okay, I don't know what's going on right now.
You don't know Rakai with DDG?
I know DDG and Rakai, but I don't know what India Love is talking about.
So somebody else won that award,
Breakout Streamer of the Year.
But everybody feels like Rakai was like he was robbed of that award. He should have won, or DDG should have won, something like that.
So she pulled a Kanye moment.
She had a Kanye moment. Yeah, that's all it was. And she just messed up the word in the beginning, but it don't matter. She still
don't disrespect Kanye's moment like that.
It wasn't good.
No,
because he didn't even understand it.
No, what I'm saying is Kanye went up on stage while somebody was accepting their award.
Yes,
while Taylor Swift was accepting her award. I saw India Love on stage by herself.
Yeah, because they were walking off. They were in between the things.
Stop. I hate when y'all do that. Like, that was a Kanye moment. No, that wasn't a Kanye moment. Kanye moment was different. Okay, it takes some balls to do that.
Kanye has some balls.
She attempted. That was her Kanye moment. That she wanted to do that.
Kanye actually did a old dirty bastard moment.
Yeah,
and those were different.
He did that.
Before. Oh, what?
ODB?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang is for the children at the Grammys.
Yeah, the Grammys.
Okay? What are we talking about?
And real quick, did you see it was another host? It was another old white lady who looked like she didn't even belong in there with all them kids. She said something. She was like, Rakai,
the joke.
What's the dumbest thing that you stole, or the most expensive thing that you stole?
Yes.
And then was like, take his mic. Do we have that?
We do have that audio. We were ready for you, Jess. Go ahead.
Rakai, question. What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen? Don't answer it's a test. It's a test, Rakai. Have you learned nothing? Don't answer it. Take his mic. Take his mic. What? Well, yeah, no. He's learned his lesson. He's not allowed to answer that. Oh, my God. He's not even in his seat. Whatever. What's the point? And finally, I think we should all agree that the person who stole the show goes to Rakai.
Why was all these old white people coked up like this? They was like coked up.
You got to explain to the people now why she made the joke about the stealing.
Because he black? Or what? I don't know. I don't know.
So there was.
It's not because he's black? I thought.
Yeah, I literally thought it was because he's black.
On the surface of it, yeah, that's what people instantly jumped to say. But what they were trying to make fun of was like there were like these allegations of Rakai stealing like some flowers from Walmart, and then like owing another streamer like some money or something like that. But they tried to make jokes about things that have already happened in like the stream world, but it didn't. Even if you were trying to make jokes about that, it's not going to look well or come off well, especially not after you going at Kai that night as well too. Like it just looked like they were piling on to the gang. Like it didn't look good at all, whatsoever. So, yeah.
Well, that is the latest with Loren. Thank you, Loren.
You're welcome.
All right, let's get to the mix. Hit me up with your request. We're gonna start off with some Nicki Minaj today. It's her birthday. All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. All right, we got to salute Kehlani for joining us this morning. Kehlani's her name.
Man, salute to Kehlani. Glad to see her having all the success she's having with Folded.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And she'll be performing at numerous iHeartRadio jingle balls. See, one thing that you must realize is when you get this much radio play, you're going to work for it. You're going to work. You're going to work.
Damn.
We'll see her in Atlanta Jingle Ball. If you haven't got your tickets for the Atlanta Jingle Ball, get your tickets. Kehlani, Little John and Friends, Nelly, Jermaine Dupri and Friends, Molly.
Oh, Kehlani's on that show too?
Yeah, Kehlani's on that show too.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be
dope. So get your tickets if you haven't got your tickets. All right. Now, Jess, you in Baltimore?
Yep, I'm coming back home this weekend, y'all. The Don't Play With Me, 2 free comedy shows at the Nevermore Theater. So get your tickets. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8. And then the second show is at 10, y'all. Again, the show is free, but you must show up with brand new toys, because we're going to be distributing these toys from East to West Baltimore to less fortunate families. Everybody deserves to have a Christmas, and given the government shutdown, a lot of families cannot do that. So make sure you bring a toy, or you getting your ass turned back around. You either make a donation or you show up with a toy, but it's very important that you show up with brand new toys. All right. See you
tomorrow. All your Christmas gifts came in. I think I'm gonna bring them tomorrow.
Okay, yo, I'm nervous.
Why?
Because you have like this little sinister grin.
No.
Were you talking about our gifts that you got?
I did my shopping this week, and
I'm not nervous because Envy know wherever he take it, I'll take it further. So you know what I mean. So whatever, I'm just letting you know right now. And it's only we don't break till the 19th, so it's only the 8th. So you can bring in that gift tomorrow if you want to.
Yo,
give me a little bit of time to think. I'm like Batman. Okay, I'm telling you that right now.
Oh,
all right.
Goodness. All right. Well, you got a positive note, man?
Yes. It's from George Bernard Shaw, and it's one of my favorite quotes, man. 2 things define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up. Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.